Saturday morning, May 10th, 2025. This is my last video on Jake Stenzel. I know you haven't heard of him. I haven't heard of him. But when I looked up baseball players from the past with high career batting averages, Jake Stenzel has a 338 career batting average. Noteworthy. This video will be the last one on him. I'm going to cover his 1898 and 1899 seasons. Only played 9 years. Let's look at it. 1898, 143 games, 542 at bats. Good. 97 runs scored, but he's down in hits, 149. 20 doubles, 13 triples, 1 homer, 55 RBI, bat 275. That's the first time he's been under 300 in the last 6 years. 360 on base, 365 slugging, 198 total bases, 1898. Then he plays 1899, 32 years old, his last season. He gets into 44 games, 157 at bats, 26 runs scored, only 44 hits. 10 doubles, had a homer, 22 RBI, 280 batting average, 376 on base, 363 slugging, 106 total bases. So his career is over. But why did I cover him? Let's look at his career numbers. 768 games. It's not that many. 9 years. 3,031 at bats. Okay. 664 runs scored. He had 4 100 run scored season. One of them was 150 runs scored. So that's a really good year. 1,024 hits in 768 games. That's an average of 1.33 hits per game played. Top 10 all time, but it's only 9 years. Who has the best ratio of hits per game played? Ed Delante and Sam Thompson, I looked it up, averaged 1.41 hits per game played. That's the highest in baseball history. Ed Delante and Sam Thompson. How about those guys? In the record books, best ratio of hits per game played. Delante played like 1,800 plus games and had almost 2,600 hits, 1.41. All right, he had 190 doubles, Jake Stenzel, 71 triples, 32 homers, not that many, 533 RBIs, not much. He did walk 300 times. He had 110 strikeouts and 3,000 at-bats. Good ratio, right? 338 career batting average. Listen to some of these totals he had. He had a 362, a 352, a 371, a 361, a 353. So he had a real good run of batting average production. And hits. Listen to the hits. 185, 192, 173, 189. Good stretch. So he gets 1,024 hits in 768 games. If you tripled that, let's say you had about 2,500 games, he would have had about 3,300 career hits. That was the pace that he was on. That's why I'm curious about the guy, and I looked at him. This guy was a good hitter. 408 on base, 479 slugging, 1,452 total bases. Okay, so I'm done with him. What I like to do after I'm done is recap all the guys I've covered, starting with episode 1001. I've looked at all these guys' box scores and seasons, and they all have one thing in common. They have a 300 or better career batting average. That's who I'm focused on. That's why I covered Jake Stenzel. These are the guys I've looked at. Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, Lou Gehrig, Stan Musial, Trent Speaker, Rogers Hornsby, Ted Williams, Tony Gwynn, Ed Delonte, George Sisler, Jesse Burkett, Joe Jackson, Willie Keeler, Billy Hamilton, Harry Heilman, Joe DiMaggio, Bill Terry, Lefty O'Doul, Dave Orr, Dan Brothers, Pete Browning, Nat Lajoie, Al Simmons, Sam Thompson, Cap Hansen, Jimmy Fox, Honus Wagner, Willie Mays, Henry Aaron, Hank Greenberg, Hugh Duffy, Eddie Collins, Paul Wainer, Lloyd Wainer, Chuck Klein, Sam Rice, Roberto Clemente, Henny Manouche, Pete Rose, Rod Carew, Kirby Puckett, Ross Johns, Joe Medwick, Joe Sewell, Earl Averill, Richie Ashburn, Charlie Gehringer, Mel Ott, Jackie Robinson, Tip O'Neill, Sam Crawford, Ishiro Suzuki, Derek Jeter, Paul Molitor, and I just finished Jake Stenzel. All these guys, 300 or better career batting average. Who's next? Just for curiosity's sake, let me look at this guy. He's not a Hall of Famer. His name is Mike Dolan, Donlin. Why? Played from 1899 to 1914. 12 years. Why am I looking at him? 333 career batting average. He does something unique during his career. Did you know that he played 12 years and 11 of them 300 or better? Is that unique? That is. Too bad he stopped playing at age 36. Should have kept going. Let's look at Mike Donlin. It'll go quick. We'll look at his career. Next. I'm out.